back with another video, and today I just wanted to show you guys one of my individual Carnival rides. This particular Carnival ride is called the Sea Dragon, and it's built out of Knex, 100% Knex. If you're watching the video, I'm pretty sure you know what Knex are, so I don't really have to explain that, I don't think. I decided to do my first ride video for this channel with the Sea Dragon because it happens to be my favorite ride of all time. Like when we go to the fair and stuff, that is my absolute favorite ride to ride. It's a swinging ship ride. A lot of people call it a swinging ship. Some people call it the pirate ship. But this particular one is called the Sea Dragon. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but this particular model is no longer made when it comes to the real Sea Dragon, like when you go to the fair. The real Sea Dragon is no longer made, but the company that makes this ride, or that made this ride, they make a new model called the Pharaoh's Fury. It's basically the same ride. It's just a different theme, but that's a different story for a different day. I want you guys to bear with me a little bit because I'm using a tripod and I've never done this on camera before, so I'm going to be doing the best I can when it comes to showing you how this thing folds and unfolds. And I'm going to try to keep my voice where you guys can hear me, but the first thing that I want to do to take this, or to set this ride up, is to take the wheels off the trailer. I mean, I know now this is not going to be 100% accurate to a real Sea Dragon ride that you would see at the fair, or a Pharaoh's Fury, any type of swinging ship ride. It's not going to be 100% accurate to the way a real one works, because that's just about impossible to do with these type of building pieces, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take off the wheels. I need to take the wheels off of the trailer, that way when the ride starts to operate, it won't be like rolling back and forth and stuff like that. So I'm going to reach down here and take off this gray connector right here, and this gray connector. I'm going to put the wheels down here, put this piece here, and put this connector back in its spot. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back side. I hope you guys can see it. If you can, I apologize. Like I said, it's my first time doing this on camera, so gonna do the best I can for you. Okay, I've got all four wheels off of the trailer of the ride, so I'm gonna bring them with me around here to the front. Okay. Okay, now I have see, I got my wheels there, and I took those off because, like I said, the ride has to be, you know, steady, so it won't be moving around when the ride is set up and operating. Okay, the first thing I want to do, or the next thing I'm going to do, is take off this top support beam. It just unsnaps like this, and I'm going to put it right here for the time being. This one unsnaps, and I'm going to lay it to the back side of the ride for the time being, just like that. Okay. Alright, if you look closely right here in the front, yellow rod here and a yellow rod right here, they're going to disconnect, and this part is going to raise up. So gonna do that for you real quick. Okay, once this raises up, you can see that this part right here is gonna swing down, and that's okay because that's part of it. Now I'm gonna take this support arm, and if you look up here at the top, well, I'm trying to do this on camera, guys. I'm sorry, but it's kind of difficult to do on camera when I can't see what it. Okay, there we go. First thing I'm going to do is snap the top of this arm right here into place. If you see right here, I just connected it right there. And now I'm going to connect it down here to the base of the trailer with this little purple connector right here. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing right here on this side at the top. I have two purple connectors up here. So it just snaps on. Well, I said it just snaps on. There we go. I knew I was going to have trouble trying to do this on camera, but usually it's fairly simple. Okay, now down here at the bottom, as you can see, there's a purple connector at the bottom. So I'm going to connect the arm to the purple connector there. And now we have this, okay? I'm going to straighten up this right here, and I'll explain what that is a little bit later. But if you've ever seen a Sea Dragon, or if you're watching the video, you probably already know what that's for or what that is. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have what is starting to look a little bit more like an amusement ride instead of a ton of plastic pieces just thrown together. Okay. But okay, I'm gonna take this orange connector off and slide it down here to the bottom, like so. And I'm gonna take this orange connector, put it over here, and slide it down to the bottom, like that. And that's just for looks. It can stay up at the top if I wanted it to, but I'd rather it be at the bottom. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is put the ramp. There's a ramp that goes right here for people to walk up and get on. So I'll get it. It's located right over here, and it's just connected right there. That's where it hangs. It hangs on those two orange connectors. Once I take it off, I fold those together and push them down like that. And then I'm going to bring this around to the front of the ride. Like that. And if you can see here, got a space for this to go, and it's right here. So this little blue rod is gonna fit into both of these red connectors, like that. And that's my ramp for people to walk up and down to get on the ride and off the ride. Okay. Okay, next what I want to do is show you how, if I can get the best angle here, I'm going to show you how the boat, this part right here, the boat of the Sea Dragon, I'm going to show you how it gets suspended from these right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, if you look right here, there are two little gray connectors that are holding these two suspenders together, and once I unclip them, as you can see, they come out like that, because they're going to hold, this end is going to hold this end of the boat, and this side is going to hold that side of the boat. So I've got these two gray connectors in my hand. I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to put them back like this right here. Alright, and after that's done, I'm going to unclip a red rod right here and unclip a red rod over here. That way the boat will raise just enough for me to get this rod out, because that's what was holding the boat in place. Okay, I'm going to swing this suspension arm over and clip it onto a gray connector on that side of the boat and this side of the boat. Okay, this side is suspended and ready to swing, but now we have to move over here to this side. Okay, so same concept on this side. I'm gonna take this orange connector, I'm sorry, not orange, this red rod out, like this right here. That's what was holding the boat in place on this side as well. I'm gonna move the suspension arm over. Gray connector on that side and a gray connector over on the back side. Okay. Excuse me there. Okay, I don't want to lose these red rods, so I'm gonna move the boat back and put that rod back where it was at. Then I'm gonna move it this way and put this rod back where it was. Okay, these two little yellow rods right here, they're going to be in the way of the boat when it starts to swing. So what I need to do with these are, I need to take them off, but I don't want to lose them. So what I'm going to do with these are clip them on right there and clip one on the same way on the back side, and then just lay it back like that. Okay, now here are my wheels. What I'm going to do with these, just to make it look a little bit better, get back over here in front. Well, yeah, I'm going to get right here. Okay. What I'm going to do with the wheels is I want to get them out of the way because I don't want them to be seen too much. I'm going to put one here, one right here, and then on the other side I'm going to put one right there and one right there, like that. Now this part here is going to go back up. The reason it was laying down is because it wouldn't allow this suspension arm to swing over like it was supposed to. Alright, now we have a fully set up Sea Dragon. Like I said, it was made, the real Sea Dragon was made by Chance Rides, and a real one would not set up like that, but I did the best I could with what I had. I'm pretty sure if you really tried hard enough, you could make one fold and unfold just like a real one, but I'll build my rides on a certain scale. And people ask me all the time what size my rides are when it comes to scale size, and I have to tell them that I don't really know. I have no idea because I just do this for fun. But I've got a tape measure, so I'm gonna measure it for you guys. And if any of you know anything about scale size, I would love to know what the scale size is for it. So let's see. I'm gonna measure it from one end of the trailer to the other. Okay, from there to there, looks like we have we're gonna have 21 inches, so not quite 2 feet. Not quite 2 feet across. Okay, from the floor to the very top of the ride. I'm looking at 19.5 inches. 19.5 inches from the floor to the top of the ride. So it's not quite 2 feet tall. As far as the actual vehicle that's on the ride, which is the boat, so that's what they call the vehicle of the ride. The actual boat is from one end of my boat to the other is looks like exactly 1 foot. So if you guys know anything about scale size, I've got almost 2 feet across, almost 2 feet tall, and the boat is almost, well, it's exactly 1 foot long. So if you guys know anything about that, then you know, I'd like to know the scale size. Oh, I'm forgetting an important part of the ride. Okay, it's back here in the back. I'm gonna move. Show you here. It's this right here. It's down here on the bottom, on the back side of the trailer. Take off a gray connector. Take off another gray connector, and this part is going to slide out, and I'll show you what that's for. Okay. Okay. This is if you've ever seen a Sea Dragon ride, it has a sign that goes right across here that's usually lit up with lights. LED or incandescent lights. A real one would have those type of lights, but this is going to be where the sign would go. And on a real one, you would have, like I said, letters that said, you know, Sea Dragon, SEADRAGON, Sea Dragon across the front. And I thought about making some graphics to put, you know, for signs on my rides, but I want them to be 100% Knex. I don't want to have to add anything that's not necessary to them. Okay, I'm going to put these gray connectors. They're going to clip onto the back of the sign so it won't come off. Okay, as you can see, the boat's already ready to go. So gonna demonstrate what my favorite ride does. It has no motor, it has no hand crank or anything like that. It just free swings. So first I'll show you what it would do if I was to free swing it. You know, it's gonna do that. That's not lifelike, okay? At all. That's not lifelike. It's mainly, I built it mainly just to be like a prop model, static model. But it will move and it will fold down, which is cool. So I'm gonna demonstrate to you guys what it would look like if it was, you know, a real ride in motion. So here we go. Okay, when it comes to the Sea Dragon, a real one gets about this high. This swing arm comes out a little bit further than this main support arm. So that's a little demonstration of how it looks when it's being operated, or what a real one would look like when it's being operated. Excuse me. Okay. This is like I said, this is just one of my rides. I have 10 more. I have 11 rides total. I would do a fold down video, but since this video is already going on almost 22 minutes long, I'm just going to leave it as is. If you would like to see the way it folds down, leave me a comment. It's the same way it's set up, just it's, you know, backwards. But I'll be doing some more videos, so stay tuned for those. I'm going to be doing some videos of my other rides being set up and stuff. So if there's anything you'd like to see in particular, check out my other videos. If you see a ride that you like, and if you're curious of how it folds up or sets up, just let me know and I'll make a video of whichever one you'd like to see. Please subscribe if you know, I'd appreciate if you tongue-tied here, guys. If you would subscribe, I'd appreciate that. You don't have to, but if you know, if you would, I would appreciate it. So all right, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know, and I'll be happy to address anything you need, or you know, anything like that. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.